Welcome to Arts Up Close. My name is Zara Phillips and today I'm in Swap XXchange, a thrift shop in Montclair. But not just any thrift shop. Here I am inside the store, Swap XXchange, with Beth, the owner.
Hello.
So Beth, tell us about your shop.
Well, we like to call ourselves the coolest thrift store on the planet. We are a designer thrift store, for lack of a better word. We have about 3,000 square feet of upcycled designer vintage, contemporary, men's, women's clothing.
And shoes.
And shoes,
bags,
accessories,
right.
sure, jewelry.
And who brings the clothes to you?
We get our clothing from the community. People come in every day, all day. You don't need an appointment like a consignment store usually requires an appointment. We don't. People just come in with their things and we check them out and see if they're saleable, good condition, and interesting. Interesting is a key word for me. I like things to be different here than what you would see in a typical retail environment. I want things to be special and interesting.
I mean, the clothes are in very good condition.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a big requirement of us. You know, we always say that even though we're a thrift store, we don't have to look like one or smell like one. You know, we want to be a cross between the Goodwill and Barney's.
Well, you do have some very unusual things.
Thank you.
And designer labels.
We do, we do. I mean, we have everything here. Well, not Chanel today, but, you know, we've had Louboutin shoes, we've had Gucci, Fendi, we have all that stuff. But we also have some no-name labels, but that just have a really interesting look. So, but we try to stay away from what we call mall brands, like Gap and Abercrombie. Those things don't seem to hold up very well in the resale market.
Right. And they have Betsy Johnson.
Lots of Betsy Johnson, but not enough in a size 2 for Zara.
I've already bought 2 dresses here. And I walked in the shop and I went straight for the rack, didn't I?
Yeah.
I just went,
Betsy
Johnson.
Exactly.
I think I have a radar. I mean, look at this stuff. Very sort of 60s. And let me tell you, Betsy Johnson, $200 for those dresses. This?
Well, this actually even still has the tags from Neiman Marcus on it, so it wasn't even worn.
This is $60. A bargain. This reminds me of my mum's handbag. When I was a kid, I remember she had a handbag just like this. But I want to know why you call them pocketbooks. Like if you said to someone in England, this is a pocketbook, they'd be like, what is that? It's a handbag. That's it. I just found this on the vintage rail. It actually goes with my eyes. Sale?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Very posh.
Oh, ready for the Oscars. The maid's outfit. Oh, that's it. I have to try this. I am a little milkmaid. And what do they get people when they bring their clothes in? How does it work?
It works like this. If it's something that we want for the store, we buy it on the spot. Unlike a typical consignment situation where you have to wait for your item to sell, we do it right in the moment. We offer 30% cash or a 50% store credit based on our expected selling prices. So if you brought me a pair of wonderful designer jeans, for example, and I say, these are awesome, I'm going to sell these jeans for $40, you would either walk out of here with $12 cash and never have to talk to me again, or a $20 store credit, which you can then use to purchase something else.
Oh, that sounds really good. So you've never had a shop before?
Not like this. My background is in the antiques business. I used to have an antique store. Thanks, Mike.
There goes a fur coat.
Yes, exactly. Furs are going out. I used to have an antique store for many years in Little Falls, but that was many, many years ago. And this is almost the same kind of vibe that I had in my antique store. I like to buy things that are interesting and unusual, price them right, make them move, and, you know, not a museum. So.
They do have a fine collection. Oh my goodness, remember these kind of vests? That reminds me of Happy Days. The only show I watched in England. Oh, biker's jacket. FedEx. FedEx. Okay, well, who is going to buy a FedEx coat and pretend to be a FedEx person?
We have, I would say, about 30% of the store is devoted solely to men's and men's vintage. And for New Jersey, that's a rarity in the consignment and resale business. Most are just really, truly dedicated to women. So
maybe I'll send this to my dad. Did you see him in it? An 82-year-old retired judge in this.
Yes, in Florida. With white shoes.
Well, maybe this. Beautiful.
These are Densons from England, and they might look familiar to you because Joe Jackson wore them on the cover of Look Sharp, but in white. So these are the identical pair of Denson shoes that were worn by Joe Jackson.
They ask me how I feel and if my love is real.
So what are the hours of the store?
We are open 6 days a week. We're closed on Mondays, but generally the store is open from 11 to 6, Tuesday through Thursday. We stay open until 7 on Fridays and Saturdays, and Sundays 11 to 5. And you don't need an appointment to come in and bring us clothes. We do ask that if you do bring things down, that they're clean and ready to go out on the floor. We don't do any cleaning or repairs. We ask that everything is just ready to go. And, you know, come down and shop.
What's your busiest day?
You know, that's a really interesting question. We're consistently busy. I would say weekends are obviously crazy around here, but Tuesdays happen to be an incredibly busy day. I think people use the weekend to get their things together to bring down, but we're just consistently busy.
Well, we're glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here. I never expected to open a store like this anywhere else, and we looked at a lot of locations, and we were so blessed to be right on Bloomfield Avenue, across the street from Cuban Pete's. It's amazing. We have the best location in the world, greatest landlord in the world, and we're here for the long haul.
Much space.
That is a rarity, you know, for a store like this. We actually, when we first started looking, we were looking at smaller spaces, and just, you know, from a dollar and cents point of view, and we were just so grateful to find this space, and we need every inch of it, and then some.
We do. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. We love having you here. Thank you.
I love coming in.
Yay.
I'm going to be in here all the time.
And the girls.
I know my girls. This is the milkmaid dress. I should be carrying 2 buckets. Where's my cow? Wedding dress? Maybe?
I believe in you when white turns to black. I believe in you even though I may be outnumbered. Oh, though the earth may shake me, oh, though my friends forsake me, oh, even that could make me go blind. 'Cause I believe in you. 'Cause I believe in you.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome to Arts Up Close, and today I'm very happy to introduce Melanie Mitrano and Matt King. This is Melanie's album. This is a jazz album, purely jazz. So, Melanie, I've been looking at your website, and you know, tell the viewers what you do. And I mean, I was reading that you speak Portuguese, you do Brazilian music.
Yeah, that's sort of the new thing. I mean, I've gone through lots of different phases. My background is classical, and from doing the classical, I started to go into jazz, and Matt's been my musical partner in that little adventure. And he has a great love of Brazilian music, so he sort of introduced me to, hey, why don't you try looking at this? And I really fell in love with it. So through doing that, I actually learned the language, and I now speak it fluently. And I started to compose in that style and also using Portuguese lyrics. So sort of a little mix. Today we're going to do a little bit of Brazilian-inspired music.
So you were born in America.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you're Italian.
Italian blood, but I'm American, 100%. Yeah.
And so you did Brazilian music first and then to Portuguese.
I started singing the Brazilian music, and then by loving the music, I started to study the language. And I went to Brazil for the first time last spring. So it was great. I got to sing there, and hopefully going back soon. So we'll see. And
how long did it take you to learn Portuguese?
I think I started studying 3 years ago, and I'm definitely fluent by now. So
it's great. It's funny on your website. When I was first looking at everything, it seems like you speak 7 languages.
No, no, not at all. I sing in 7 languages, and that's just the part of the classical, background, conservatory training. As a voice major, we have to learn all of these different languages. So it's very common for classical singers that we sing in Italian, German, French, Spanish, Latin. So those are languages that we sing in regularly, and I'm comfortable in those languages. Definitely reading and translating and singing those languages. And I work with my voice students with those languages very comfortably, but to hold a conversation,
You could only hold a conversation if you sang.
Using song lyrics.
You could sing using just the song lyrics.
Right. Yeah.
But that's very impressive to be able to sing in all those languages.
I'm definitely a language lover, so I think that once I settled on the language that was right for me, which Portuguese just had all of the qualities, I guess, that fit me. I learned it pretty quickly. And then also, after that, I started teaching English as a second language. So now I have the opportunity to work with a lot of students from all over the world. And so I'm a language lover.
So you write also in Portuguese?
Yeah.
And do you find it easy to write in another language, song lyrics?
Now I do, yeah, sure. I mean, I think in Portuguese, I dream in Portuguese. It's definitely part of my everyday experience. I have a lot of Brazilian friends, and I'm constantly talking, writing with them, so it's just natural for me now.
And were you drawn to Portuguese when you were younger, or was this something as an adult?
No, it's just as an adult. I really didn't even know much about the language. It's not one of the standard languages that we learn in school, so even in music school. So it's pretty rare. I don't know why I had to pick one of the more rare languages, but...
Well, because you like the music, and the music is sung in Portuguese. If you're listening to Brazilian music, then you're hearing Portuguese, and pretty soon you want to figure out what they're saying.
So you've been musical partners, for how long?
I don't know, a good 4 years, right?
Probably 5, yeah.
Yeah. I just, when we met each other, it was just like an instant click, it was just like he understood me, I understood him, and he's helped me a lot on my musical journey because, even as a composer, like I'll bring my songs to him first, and I feel like, okay.
Do you write on the keyboard?
Yeah, I'm a pianist, but not like this.
Right. So you don't play, do you play live? Play piano and sing?
I prefer not to, if I have to, if I have no other choice, yeah. But not in the way that, I'm a pianist with a small P, and he has capital P.
So I noticed too on your website they were talking about that you had been recording for a film. So tell us about that.
I did the soundtrack there was a German film called Perfume, and it actually was, I think, 2006, if I'm not mistaken with that, but it won the German Film Award that year, which is, I guess, the equivalent of our Oscars. So it starred Dustin Hoffman and Alan Rickman. Really cool, kind of dark film.
I do remember that film. Yeah. So how did you get to do the soundtrack for that?
A friend and colleague of mine by the name of Gene Pritzker did the orchestration. and just rang me up and said, come on down, and you know, we just recorded it together, and you know, he had the orchestra and everything, so it was a really cool project.
So you'd like to do more film?
I'd love to do more soundtracks, yeah. It's a cool genre.
So are you guys performing around? What are you up to?
Well, Matt's got a new CD out.
Kaleidoscope. It's instrumental jazz. It's 10 of my compositions, because I also compose as well, but all instrumental, acoustic jazz, and 10 originals and 2 standards. And I just printed them up a couple months ago, so they're hot off the press. And I'm having a CD release party here in Montclair at Trumpets on Sunday, March 24th, 5 p.m.
Fun.
So everybody come.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a CD.
It's a great album.
Now, I also saw you teach.
Yes.
You have a vocal studio.
Yes, I have a vocal studio that's located in Nutley, so if any local people are interested, they can check out my website, which is www.melaniemitrano.com, and it has information about my studio there. My voice students, we do everything from classical to jazz to pop, Brazilian. I'm pretty wide open. I like to have them do lots of different genres, because I like to do lots of different genres.
And what ages do you have?
The youngest, I like to go like 13, 14. I've made some exceptions, but and most of my students are either college to adult age.
So you teach all day?
Yeah, I teach, you know, just regularly. I have a couple different places where I teach, but I'm in my studio almost every day.
That sounds wonderful. So when are you guys playing together? Anywhere? Or what are you collaborating?
Do we have anything booked
I don't know if
right
we have
now?
anything booked right
We don't
now.
have anything booked
but
right now.
We've done lots of stuff, and right now, if I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, we're hoping to do something in Brazil for the first time this summer. I'm working on that. We've been invited to perform out in Piauí, which is in the northeast of Brazil. So I'm keeping fingers crossed, and
She's got connections.
It's not yet.
She knows
completely
people.
Well, it
confirmed.
sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, now you're going to play us some songs, and are these from this album, or?
Yeah. We're going to do one song called Never Been to Brazil, which actually is a song that I wrote for Matt's birthday some years ago.
You're going to have to change it once
Yeah,
you've been
once
to
he
Brazil.
That's
goes,
true.
right.
That's true.
So it's basically a song for him because
Aw.
he's always dreamed of going to Brazil.
How sweet.
Haven't
He's
gone
never
yet.
been.
So sweet.
Yet.
So it would be wonderful if I could bring him there.
Yes.
And so we'll do that. That's off this album. And then a new song that we just recorded called Leva-me, which is with Portuguese lyrics.
And did you co-write that song?
No, I write everything.
You write everything.
Yeah. And he just basically, I don't know, what do you do?
I nudge you a little bit.
Embellishes it.
I
do you
nudge
do?
her a little bit.
You embellish the
Yeah,
song.
I don't know. You know, he makes suggestions. I feel like if it passes muster with him, it's okay. So
Good. Well,
He's
we look
definitely-
forward
yeah.
to it.
so we'll see. And then if we have time, we'll do another little samba that I wrote called "You Make Me Smile."
Very nice. And now, after the commercial break, we're going to hear some music from Melanie Mitrano.
Be the voice for those who have no voice. Visit worldwildlife.org.
Never been to Brazil. Never quite had the thrill of Fortaleza, Copacabana. Wouldn't you like to be sunning yourself in Rio de Janeiro, dancing in São Paulo? I hear a samba in the air. Oh, how I wish it could take me there. Never been to Brazil, and I won't rest until the day that I will stay down in Brazil. tudo e nada numa mulher. Queres tudo e nada numa mulher. E que sortudo, que sorte a tua. Pois tenho tudo, não tenho nada. Tenho tudo, não tenho nada. Procures a verdade na ilusão. Procures a verdade na ilusão. E que sortudo, que sorte a tua. Sou verdadeira, ilusória, verdadeira e ilusória. Leva-me no brilho dos teus olhos. Leva-me na cadência do teu riso, no bolso do teu casaco, na memória vaga de um sonho. Leva-me, leva-me contigo. Rezes cada noite por um sinal. Rezes cada noite por um sinal. E que sortudo, que sorte a tua. Eu sou a reza dos teus lábios, sou a reza dos teus lábios. Precisas de amor na tua vida. Somente um amor pra toda a vida. E que sortudo, que sorte a tua. Sou o amor da tua vida, o amor da tua vida. Leva-me no brilho dos teus olhos. Leva-me na cadência do teu riso, no bolso do teu casaco, na memória vaga de um sonho. Leva-me, leva-me contigo. The sky is blue as the sea. The summer breeze is so lovely. This is where you're meant to be. Warming yourself in the sunshine, taking it slow on your own time. I could learn a thing or two from you. Now I like your style. breeze is so lovely. This is where you're meant to be. Warming yourself in the sunshine, taking it slow on your own time. I can learn a thing or two from you. Now I really like your style. Wow, you make me smile. You make me smile. You make me smile.
Our voice will be heard.